and something like that, but he's not the most straightforward. But look, Harrisee is the one I thought, you know, her form is rock solid. El Salvador, he wants further blinkers on him for the first time. He's getting a little bit wound up, but you never worry about that with El Salvador, because that's the way he always is. But I thought Harrisee, you know, she won first time out, her maiden, and Leopardstown, then won a Group 3. Got beat then the second to Pat Shanahan's My Special Jays, wasn't in the debutante, and then finished third in the My Glare behind Sky Landstrom, fourth in the Pretty Polly last year, not beaten all that far. I think Kevin Blake is spot on. John Ox obviously thinks quite a lot of her to bring her back as a 4-year-old, because most of the Alicante fillies would be retired. Okay, we see Tirana and a couple of others, those still in training, and we have them down through the years. But look, I like Harrisee. Okay, whatever she does today, she's going to improve from it. Johnny's horse the same way, he wants further. He beat Hartani, John Oxon in Group 3, but he looks a bit big in the Parade. He's expected to improve. Castle Guest with 8 in, and I know he's 20 to 1. He might be one. I know he's a lot to find in official ratings, but he could be one that might sneak into third place.
Yeah, and then Kevin could be right about the pace as well. Plenty of horses that like to be up there in this. Let's see what happens in our feature event.
Set. They're off. Castle Guest in the centre, broke away with Curie in the centre. These are closely followed in the early stages. On the outside, Indigo Lady, Nonchalant, is just in behind them. So on settling down now, it's Indigo Lady and Shelley Heffron who lead from Curie, who's racing up in second place and third. Taking them across the far point of the track, Castle Guest, and they're being followed by Harrisee. Just behind them is Nonchalant, a couple of lengths to Einstein's Folly Urban Moon, Alive Alive-O and El Salvador. So they race on now to begin the climb to take them up towards the top of the track. Past the 7 mark, Indigo Lady in front. In second place, Castle Guest. Third is Curie, 4 Harrisee, followed by Nonchalant, a few lengths to Einstein's Folly Urban Moon, Alive Alive-O and a couple of lengths to El Salvador. They're reaching the top of the hill, the 6 furlong point, and Indigo Ladies 3 in front, Castle Guest second, couple of lengths to Curie in third, and in fourth place Harrisee, Nonchalant 5, another 2.5 lengths to Einstein's Folly, Alive Alive-O and Urban Moon, and the back marker is El Salvador. Ursa Major, I should say. So they're racing downhill now, and in the lead is Indigo Lady 3 in front, in second place Castle Guest, Harrisee and Curie. Nonchalant is next with Einstein's Folly, Alive Alive-O, Ursa Major and El Salvador. On the approach now to the turn into the straight, and Indigo Lady continues a couple of lengths clear of Castle Guest in second place. Harrisee is third, Curie 4 on the inside. Then comes Nonchalant, Einstein's Folly, Alive Alive-O and Ursa Major, El Salvador. Indigo Lady now tacking over, right over under the stand rails to lead from Castle Guest, followed by Harrisee and Curie. Then Einstein's Folly, Nonchalant, Ursa Major, Alive Alive-O and El Salvador. Indigo Lady right on the near side, Castle Guest in the centre of the track. Curie is after them with Einstein's Folly and Alive Alive-O. They're racing inside the last 150 yards. Castle Guest and Indigo Lady on the near side. Einstein's Folly and Curie as they run towards the finish. It's going to be very close. Indigo Lady on the stand side of Castle Guest. Curie is third, and fourth home Einstein's Folly. Then Alive Alive-O, Ursa Major, Harrisee, Nonchalant and El Salvador.
Well, what a boiler we've had here. I think 66 to 1, possibly the SP for our winner. Indigo Lady, Willie McCreary, took a real punt throwing her into this. She was only rated 88. Harrisee, for example, 105, Ursa Major 107, El Salvador 106, so she did a huge amount to find. But what an enterprising ride it was by Shelley Heffron. He's tried something a bit different. He came right across to the stands rail in the straight. The others initially followed him. They followed him out into the middle of the track, but when he came right over to the rail, Kevin, they didn't come that far. Who knows whether it's made the difference or not. Maybe he just dictated things from the front and judged it to a nicely, but whatever way, you've got to take a hat off to the jockey here.
No, fair play to Shelley Heffron, and he tried to stretch them turning in as well, you know. He just hit her a kick in the belly, not sort of quick enough. I don't think it was much of a manoeuvre, as the Shelley couldn't do anything about it, because I just think she went straight across to the rail. But a very, very enterprising ride by Shelley. Great for Willie McCreary as well. Listed winner on the board, 5th winner of the season for Willie. He's one of our up-and-coming trainers, and you know, his horse have been running well, but just hitting the crossbar. But you see, Shelley, I don't think Shelley, as we look ahead on here, I don't think there's anything Shelley could do. She was she just veered straight for the rail. And
I think he let her go.
I think he let her go, yeah, because he didn't want to break momentum with her, to be fair. Harrisea, for me, hasn't got home over a mile and a quarter. You know, she won over 7, and I think we'll see her dropping back in trip. She travelled into the race well, nonchalant, nice use about him. He's just been rated too high, 95. And Castle Guest, he's running absolute blinder. He's going to get pushed up a nice bit in the weights. Huey's run well. He'll win again, stepping back up in trip. But great performance by Indigo, the outsider of the pack.
Yeah, up until now, of course, the winners have all been coming from off the pace. This one, though, has made just about every yard of the running for a real shock in our feature event. We're going to go for a break.